Xin chào đón quý vị và các bạn đang theo dõi chương trình Câu chuyện Kinh doanh với chủ đề ngày hôm nay, đó là mở cửa thị trường chuyển phát nhanh. Với vị khách mời chúng ta là ông Jess McLean, tổng giám đốc của công ty UPS Việt Nam. Okay. Before UPS officially become 100% foreign-owned company, what has UPS assessed the potential of Vietnam markets as a joint venture in Vietnam, sir?
Very good question, and a lot of people talk to me about the potential of the Vietnam market. UPS has been operating in Vietnam since 1994. We originally started using an agent operation, and that agent operation grew in both size and complexity. Vietnam joined the WTO in the late 1990s, and Vietnam is assessed by UPS as a very important market, not only within ASEAN, but within the global network as well. The organisation looked at the Vietnamese economy, we looked at positive signs of growth, we looked at the large supply of educated labour, and we looked at the change in the supply chain of most multinationals. And then the final factor we looked at was UPS or Vietnam joining the WTO. So in 2009, UPS entered into an agreement. 2010, we commenced operations for the joint venture company.
So, what has UPS prepared for this event?
In buying out the joint venture partner, we're very appreciative of support from many aspects of the Vietnamese economy, including various government agencies that we have a very good working relationship with. We're very appreciative of the JV partner who helped us start the business and over the last 3 years has been an inspiration and support. Now that UPS is 100% foreign owned, it means that we can come to the Vietnamese market. We are the first international logistics company to be 100% foreign owned in the economy. So we're very proud of that. What that enables us to do is to make 100% investment for the long term in the Vietnamese economy.
How do you think about the fact UPS Vietnam is the first logistics company in Vietnam become 100% foreign owned?
UPS is very proud of this achievement. It's really an indication of our long-term commitment to the economy in Vietnam and the growth of the Vietnamese business. The logistics and supply chain industry is crucial to the Vietnamese economy continuing to expand and continuing to be connected with other parts of the world, not just intra-Asia, but also Europe and the US as well.
Okay. So how do you think about the role of How do you think about the roles of foreign logistics companies, including UPS, operates in Vietnam, in the Vietnamese logistics industries in general, and Vietnamese logistics enterprise in particular?
The logistics industry in Vietnam is very fragmented. There are over 1,000 small businesses in Ho Chi Minh City alone that operate in the logistics enterprise. Multinational organisations, and UPS is a very good example, where we bring a vast amount.
Okay. Tại vì em không có thời gian em đọc cái này, thì nghĩa là buổi chiều nhưng mà thì có thời gian để chuẩn bị cho nó, thế nhưng gọi gấp tới thì chưa có kịp.
Bút quyết định là như vậy rồi mình cũng bị. Anyway, bây giờ nó cũng đã xong rồi thì chắc là hạnh giúp mình bằng cách là cái câu hỏi vừa rồi mình đã stop bên kia để đọc lại câu hỏi. Nhưng mà cái gì thì mình interactive một chút. Sau khi first section cho mình stop, Hạnh cái gì Hạnh lúc sơ câu hỏi để biết cái flow của câu hỏi thì nó sẽ dễ hơn cho Hạnh. Để có những cái câu hỏi ông đã trả lời rồi.
Thì đúng là em có thấy trả lời rồi, nhưng mà em cũng không biết phải ngắt như thế nào theo, tại vì hỏi câu hỏi thì nó đã theo cái này rồi, thì em chỉ sợ là nếu mà em cắt, tại vì khi mà mình về mình dựng ấy thì mình dựng theo đúng câu hỏi, thế nên là bây giờ nếu em cắt câu hỏi thì đến lúc dựng thì lại thiếu đấy, nó lại bị là như thế. Okay. Okay.
Không được em ơi, cái đó này em phải bấm ở trong máy á, ngoài không có đâu. Đây hết rồi đó, rộng hết rồi. Đó, cái đó là trong đó đó. Cái đó là trong
I do the question again. No, actually, problem that because for the question, when they edit, I have to recently full question, but sometimes you answer like already for that question. So she asked me like sometimes can cut the question, but when the FBNC they edit, they have to take my question, you know. So it's not very good for me.
You can ask any question, and I will shape the answer that I need to give. Yeah. So it's okay, and then they can cut
because
the
they
answer.
can cut,
Right.
They can cut and they can do it. Okay. How do you think about the role of foreign logistics?
Logistic.
Yeah, logistic.
Yeah, logistic.
Được chưa? Okay. How do you think about the roles of foreign logistic companies, including UPS, operators in Vietnam, in the Vietnamese logistic industries, in general, and Vietnamese logistic enterprise? Hôm nay không có, because you know I'm not reading this. Yes.
Relax. So just break the question into two. Just ask me the first part.
Yeah.
I will answer, and then the second part. Yeah, it's okay.
Cái này chưa có chuẩn bị, chưa có đọc kịch bản luôn á. Vì hẹn buổi chiều đâm ra và chạy ngược đến đây đã kịp đọc một cái từ nào trong kịch bản đâu. Được chưa? Okay, just slowly. How do you think about the roles of foreign logistic companies, including UPS, operate in Vietnam, in the Vietnamese logistic industries, in the general and Vietnamese logistic enterprise in particular?
Yeah, this is a very interesting discussion point because when UPS looked at coming to Vietnam, we studied the logistics industry a lot. At the moment in Ho Chi Minh City alone, there are over 1,000 organisations that operate in the logistics field. So the benefit of UPS coming to Vietnam is our organisation has one of the world's biggest global networks. We have the biggest technology investment globally, and we have a significant amount of expertise and experience that we can bring to the Vietnamese market. Okay. That benefits not only UPS customers, but as UPS increases our capability in Vietnam, the local logistics companies will also be under pressure to increase their capability. And it's better for the Vietnamese economy because with the greater customer service and the greater professionalism in the logistics industry, it will benefit the business.
Since 2010, Vietnam, along with China, has been a high-growth market for UPS in Asia Pacific. So after becoming 100% foreigner-owned company, what specific activities will UPS do to become the local market leader in the logistics?
When UPS started the joint venture company in 2010, we invested very heavily in the deployment of vehicles, hiring of staff, and opening up of operational centres in the main commercial provinces from the north to the south in Vietnam. What we are now doing is we've built our foundation of a very solid network to serve the Vietnamese customers. What we do is we continually assess the growth, and there are some great opportunities in new emerging industrial areas such as Bac Ninh in the north and around Ba Rê Vũng Tàu in the south. UPS continues to hire more staff, deploy more resources, and open more facilities as those businesses become more sophisticated.
Yeah, interesting. How do you evaluate the policy condition, the operating environment for the logistic company in Vietnam?
Vietnam is an emerging economy, and as part of that emerging economy, there is a lot of change on legislation and regulations. And the way that UPS views Vietnam is very positively. There are regulations that are not conducive to the facilitation of global trade. However, UPS works in partnership with our public affairs group, and we work with the government agencies directly to help communicate the world's best practice in legislation and regulations. What we have seen in Vietnam since Vietnam joining the WTO is improvement in customs clearance processes, transparency, improvement in infrastructure and facilities, which is key to the logistics industry, such as roads, bridges, port facilities and airport facilities. So while there are a lot of areas that UPS would like to see the government continue to liberalise, we see the Vietnamese government as a positive, moving in the right direction to help the industry.
Thank you for sharing with us some information about the UPS in Vietnam. Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy là chúng ta vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jess McLean. Just like stop the set one. Relax. Yeah. Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy chúng ta vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jess McLean về những cơ hội. Okay. Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy chúng ta vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jess McLean về những cơ hội của thị trường phát triển nhanh tại Việt Nam, và chúng tôi sẽ quay lại trong một ít phút nữa. Sorry that I'm not reading the MC scripts. Yes, because I thought it's in the afternoon. So
It's okay. Whatever question you ask me, I have the answers.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy chúng ta vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jess McLean về thị trường chuyển phát nhanh tại Việt Nam, và chúng tôi sẽ quay trở lại trong ít phút nữa. Rồi, xong phần 1. Đọc qua chứ, chị đọc qua chứ làm sao chị thuộc được, chị vẫn phải nhìn lấy chị đọc chứ. Chef. Thì chị đã nói em rồi là những cái gì tiếng Anh phải hỏi chị trước, xem chị có muốn like không.
Chuyển cái thời gian ghi hình gấp quá là không biết, không có cho chị chuẩn bị sẻ quá.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, bây giờ xin mời quý vị sẽ cùng chúng tôi tiếp tục trò chuyện với tổng giám đốc của công ty UPS Việt Nam. Sir, what are the services offered by UPS Vietnam?
UPS brings to Vietnam the broadest range of integrated logistics services that any provider has globally. In Vietnam, we're offering the local Vietnamese market the benefit of accessing the global UPS network. We offer the full range of services, starting from our very convenient ocean freight, including less than container load and full container load service, through to air freight, consolidation and supplier management. Then we go up to the high end, where we have time-definite express courier services that we deliver through the 100% owned UPS Vietnam Joint Stock Company. And that is different product ranges, including UPS Express and UPS Expedited product.
Oh, okay. What are the advantages of UPS after becoming the first 100% foreign-owned company in Vietnam?
UPS is very proud and very excited about being the first company to be 100% foreign-owned. The Vietnamese government committed in joining the WTO that in 2012 the express courier industry would be liberalised and open up to foreign investment. And we thank the Vietnamese government authorities for their commitment to that promise. UPS is very proud that we are now the number one, the first and the only global company to be 100% foreign owned, which means that we can bring our technology, we can bring our software and we can bring our expertise to the Vietnamese market and invest 100%. The key for the Vietnamese consumer is they know UPS is here for the long term. We're committed to the industry, we're 100% foreign owned, and now we're serving the business.
Great. So is it known that the UPS is to bring? Sorry. Look at the. So it's called SME.
SME, small medium enterprise.
But not SMEs.
SME.
Okay.
SME.
And,
Yep.
MNCs.
MNCs.
Okay. Yep. It's known that the goals of UPS is to bring absolute benefits to customer, especially FBNCs. So why does UPS choose the target customer? Cho em lại câu này nhé. Cho nó. Target customers, not the MNC.
Yes.
Được chưa? Okay. It's known that the goals of UPS is to bring absolute benefits to customers, especially FBNCs. So, what does UPS choose the target customer but not the MNC?
That's a very interesting topic. Multinational corporations will tend to have very large, very sophisticated supply chain requirements. They'll have their own technology, they'll have their own services that they will require. And UPS operates with those organisations on the global level because they will be transmitting equipment and money across many countries. When we looked at the Vietnamese economy, we see the long-term growth is the small to medium enterprise. Last year we conducted a survey into the barriers and challenges that SMEs face in Vietnam. And there's a couple of key messages. The first message is SMEs do not have access to capital. So without that access to the capital or financial, very difficult to invest in physical facilities, very difficult to invest in human resource, and very difficult to invest in technology. So UPS brings over 100 years of experience, the world's biggest network and the world's biggest aircraft and warehouse facilities to the benefit of the small to medium enterprise. So for example, a small to medium enterprise can use UPS, we can meet their logistics needs, and the small to medium enterprise in Vietnam does not have to spend any investment on technology because UPS will provide that SME with the full suite of technology where they can interact with their customers overseas, they can collect their payments, and they can track and trace their packages as it moves through the global network.
It's very interesting information. So, what support does UPS provide to SMEs in current different business situation?
We specifically focus on the SMEs in Vietnam for two reasons. One, because we believe they're the future of the economy here. They continue to grow, and the Vietnamese are quite entrepreneurial, so the small to medium enterprise will flourish. The second one is UPS has the most to offer an SME. So when we sit down with an SME, it's about understanding what their challenges are in their supply chain. We call that supply chain mapping. We identify where their hurt points are. Do they have issues with customs clearance into another country? Do they have issues with the declaration process or the transportation of their goods? And through that supply chain mapping, UPS can sit down with the SME and help them make their supply chain more efficient, which ultimately leads to a lower cost of supply chain and makes the SME more competitive when competing against other countries.
One of the advantages of UPS Vietnam is technology. What did you assess the technologies of logistics industries in Vietnam?
At the moment, the logistics industry in Vietnam is not particularly sophisticated. The Vietnamese economy is an emerging economy, and the Vietnamese logistics providers are generally working on either standalone systems or a lot of manual-based systems. Those systems work, and those systems have advantages. However, in the modern world, today you need complete transparency. You need real-time understanding of where your goods are, whether they're in the warehouse, whether they're out for delivery, or whether your customer has received them. So through the UPS warehouse management system, through the UPS warehouse visibility system, the customer is able to see their entire inventory. They can see which shipments have been dispatched to their customer and which shipments their customer have received into the customer's facility. And it's what we call supply chain visibility.
How UPS had inventors in the technology?
UPS globally invests $1 billion each year
Each year.
Just in technology.
Okay, each year.
$1 billion US dollars.
Too much.
A lot. So, but what that means is
Yeah.
if you're a small to medium enterprise in Vietnam, you benefit from that investment by UPS because we bring the technology to you. Depending on your shipping characteristic, depends on the level of technology that you need. If you're doing a small amount of volume, you might use one of our internet solutions. If you're a large customer and you're doing a lot of volume every day, what you might do is we will install not only a UPS computer at your facility, but also our software on your mainframe that you can interact with the UPS system.
Oh. Could you share more about logistic clouds being applied to UPS Vietnam?
Yes, and this is the great advantage to getting the benefit of that $1 billion of investment. We use what we call the logistics cloud. And everybody now has heard about cloud computing and cloud technology. UPS has been doing that for over 3 decades. And what that means is we have all of your shipping data, all of your product data stored on secure servers.
Okay.
And those servers are backed up and those servers are duplicated in the event of an emergency. So your data is always safe and protected. What it means for you as a customer is you don't have to invest in the storage of that data. You don't have to invest in the technology, and we will store that for you. What it also means, a lot of our customers today are mobile. So through your mobile device, if you go on a business trip to Haiphong, or you need to visit your relatives in Hanoi, or go on a short break to Da Nang, you can access your supply chain data through the internet because UPS stores all that data on the cloud.
Oh. Does UPS plan to add more freight transport means between markets of Vietnam and other countries in the region and around the world?
Yes, we constantly evaluate the Vietnamese market. At the moment, the Vietnamese market is well serviced and we have a very, very good relationship with a number of national carriers. And we work very well with that. We call that common carrier. Okay. So the advantage to the Vietnamese consumer is we can come to your facility today, we can pick up your package and we can deliver it tomorrow in many destinations around Asia. We can deliver it in 2 days' time in Europe and the US. So you as a Vietnamese business can interact with your customer very, very fast.
Yes, very fast. Just 2 days from Vietnam to US.
Yes, almost faster than you can travel there yourself.
Okay. Thank you. And we come back to the next part. Okay. Vâng, thưa quý vị, quay lại đây cho chị nói. Okay. Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy là chúng ta cũng vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jeff về những sự phát triển cũng như là sự đầu tư của UPS vào Việt Nam và đồng hành cùng những doanh nghiệp khác. Và chúng tôi sẽ tiếp tục chương trình sau một ít phút nữa. Okay. Và bây giờ xin mời quý vị sẽ cùng chúng tôi tiếp tục chia sẻ với Tổng Giám đốc của công ty UPS về những gắn kết với cộng đồng từ UPS tại Việt Nam. Được chưa? Chia sẻ không? Okay. Okay. Besides doing business, the UPS had offer activities in has the other, sorry. Anya? Yeah. Besides doing business, the UPS has other activities in Vietnam?
Yes, part of the UPS corporate culture and something that all UPSers are very proud of is that when UPS goes into a country, we want to be part of that community. So a lot of organisations today say that they have social interaction. UPS has been doing it for the 100 years of our history. In Vietnam, we have very sophisticated philanthropic programs, and those programs include funding from our UPS Foundation. It includes employee participation in helping NGOs, and it also improves the effectiveness of the NGOs in Vietnam.
Could you share more about the UPS Foundation?
Yes, the UPS Foundation is the non-profit arm of the UPS Corporation. The UPS Foundation made a strategic investment in Vietnam over a 3-year period, and I'm very proud of this.
3 years.
3 years, we invested $450,000 through the Asia Injury Prevention Foundation to provide helmets for school children. Very wonderful cause. Because in Vietnam, the road conditions are very challenging, and the number of injuries to small children is horrific. Every day, there are 20 people killed on the road in Vietnam. UPS has a corporate culture of safety. We instill that in our employees, we instill that in our drivers every day. So we want to go out to the Vietnamese community and help improve the safety, particularly of the most vulnerable, and that is the young children.
Many thanks for UPS support for Vietnamese children. I'm so proud to hear that. What are the activities of the UPS Foundation in the recent years in Vietnam?
We have been engaged with several NGOs. Each year I have around about $80,000 provided by the UPS Foundation. At the start of the year we interview NGOs and we have meetings with them. Then the foundation of the UPS Foundation is that UPS employees will do volunteer or community service with the NGO. So UPS employees, including myself, will spend our own personal time to go out and help the underprivileged. We've had a very good relationship with, in Vietnam, the Vietnam-Australia Loretto program, Operation Smile, Saigon Children's Charity, the Asia Injury Prevention Foundation. So some very good NGOs that are doing very good work in Vietnam. And the proud bit of UPS is not so much giving the funding, but it's the employee going in and working in the community. Because we believe we take our employees from the community, our customers are from the community, so UPS wants to go back and give back to the community. And the biggest thing we can give back is our time.
In 2012, UPS has funded an amount of $450,000 for the Asian Injuries Prevention Foundation in 3 countries, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand.
Yes.
Right? Could you share more about this decision?
Yes, in 2010 we had some initial meetings and we did some initial volunteer work going to schools and doing road safety education for the young children. In 2011 we provided a small grant of $20,000 and we provided helmets at 3 schools in Ho Chi Minh City.
3 schools?
3 schools. And we went to those schools. We went to those schools and we worked with the teachers and we worked with the children, and through the Asia Injury Prevention Foundation we provided helmets to all of those children. The program was so successful that when we did the post-implementation analysis, we identified that this is a program we wanted to be part of strategically. So from the corporate level, the UPS Foundation made a decision to commit for 3 years, not only in Vietnam, also in Thailand and Laos. And we said, let's commit for 3 years, $450,000, and we'll provide helmets and road safety education for many schools in Vietnam. So it's something we're very proud of.
We're so proud to hear UPS supports for Vietnamese children, and hope UPS business more success in the future and still continue to support for the children, because children is the future.
The children are our future. So thank you very much for the discussion today, and I wish you and all your viewers good health and prosperity, and I wish the Vietnamese to continue to grow and be successful.
Thank you again. Vâng, thưa quý vị, như vậy là chúng ta đã vừa nghe những chia sẻ của ông Jeff về những hoạt động cộng đồng, những quỹ. Sao em lại nhé? Rồi, từ từ xem là cái quỹ. Rồi. Ok. Chúng ta vừa kết thúc câu chuyện với ông Jeff về những chia sẻ của ông về những hoạt động cộng đồng tại Việt Nam. Và thay mặt cho những trẻ em tại Việt Nam, Thúy Hạnh rất xin cảm ơn UPS Việt Nam đã đồng hành cùng với các em. Và hy vọng rằng UPS Việt Nam sẽ ngày một thành công hơn nữa tại thị trường Việt Nam. Được chưa em? Anh muốn okay. Last shots, please shake the hand and just say thank you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Được chưa? Ready chưa? Okay. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Come on, you.